Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your December 2015 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Virgo. Yay! I'm to Virgo! My voice is dying like usual. This may be the last video of the day. I have to see how much light I have in here. But I wanted to get this out for you because I do have a lot of Virgo followers, and everybody's gonna, I know, I don't necessarily feel like I'm gonna finish the zodiac today. It's probably gonna have to happen tomorrow, but I'm trying because I know people wait for my videos and it drives people crazy, and I know Virgos especially, so I am trying my best to get them all out. I wanted to get them all out by tomorrow, but we'll see. So anyways, for the new subscribers, I post my videos twice per month. But in mid-December, I'm only going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of different videos and sets of videos. So I'm not going to be doing the mid-tarot readings, mid-month tarot readings like I normally would. Definitely click subscribe so that you get notified when I do post my videos. And the other big announcement that I have is that I am going to be doing a giveaway, okay? And the giveaway is going to happen right around the time that I see that I've reached 10,000 subscribers, which is a huge deal for me because I've only been really doing this for a year, and that to me is a lot of people. And so I want to give back, and it's going to be to someone who's an unsuspecting fool, okay? Someone who's scheduled a reading with me and has already paid, so they don't think that they're getting it, and there's no way for anybody to know ahead of time who it's going to be. I'm going to pick it, like I said, right around that time I reach 10,000. First person on my schedule will be getting their money refunded and a $10 gift card to Amazon or a retailer or someplace that they choose, okay? I don't want to limit it to Amazon because some people don't even go on Amazon. Some people, would want like someplace like to a restaurant, like P.F. Chang's or something like that, So, so yeah, I'm not opposed to doing that for my client, whoever that is. So that's how it's going to be. Now, for your reading, again, this is for everyone with their sun and sun or moon in the lovely Virgo. I'm just going to lay out a spread for you. See what you get. Okay, so I laid out several cards here. I may not need all of them, but I'm just going to go through. Now, I do remember, I think the mid-November reading was very romance, focused. And this spread is also as well, okay? You have what I call a cluster of positive energy that's happening in the beginning of December. There are a couple of little things that may kind of go on, sort of mid to late December, but I feel like for the most part, there's a lot of positive stuff here, okay? So I'm just going to talk about your little cluster of positive energy for the beginning of December because I feel like it's super awesome. You have the card that's crossing you is the Four of Wands, okay, which is the joy card. Jumping for joy, spending time with family, being very, very happy, okay? And in the card in the immediate future position is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is a relationship, is romance, is feeling, lovey-dovey. This is long-term committed partnership. Can indicate a one-night stand for some of you, but mostly I feel like it's more long-term than that, okay? And you also have Empress crowning you, okay? So it's actually more like this. Really, really, really awesome energy here. You can't really get any better than that. as far as romance, as far as being really, really happy. The Empress is about, having the power to achieve your heart's desire. Magic, creativity, artistry, okay? Some of you are very artistic because it's all about the details, for you. But to me, it's also somebody in your life that may have a lot of fire in their chart. This is the summer fairy, okay? So you may have some fire in your chart. Your partner may. This is where, it's going to depend on each situation. Being crossed by the Four of Wands is joy. So you've got the joy, you've got this Empress, positive Empress, love energy kind of happening. It's sort of like love is like blossoming. And then you've got the Two of Cups in the immediate future, which is commitment. So to me, it's like dating. It's romance and dating, which leads to a commitment. To me, that's pretty clear. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which is you need to be kind of careful about the choices that you make, okay? It's about thinking about your choices and in life we can either make wise choices or poor choices, okay? There are no mistakes in life. There's just setbacks. I believe that, okay? Truly. With a few exceptions, of course, but it doesn't happen much, but there's a few exceptions where I do believe people make a mistake. You know what I mean? It's like a major no. They know they made a big, unwise choice, okay? They weren't thinking at all, kind of thing. But most of us, even the worst, choices that we make, or the poorest choices that we make, eventually get back on the right path. So we're never really lost forever, and we're really never ever... We're set back. We can be set back for many years, but it's never permanent. It's never like a permanent setback, We're always moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune is also the free will card, taking the bull by the balls and telling it what's what and saying, you know what, I'm going to do this in my life and I'm going to make this happen. That's your challenge in a way because you're an earth sign. Earth signs have this. In a way, the builders, they need to build, they need to make it happen, they need to go out and get the cement blocks, they got to go out and make the stuff that goes in between, they got to put it together one after another and build a castle. That's what they have to do. Their shadow is water. So water is not, as you know, it's not stable. It's constantly moving, it's constantly flowing. So the challenge for the earth signs is to stay someplace, is to make things happen, is to do it by hand, do it yourself, DIY, okay? Virgo, hashtag DIY Virgo, okay? Because, and this may be where you choose between two different people, because we've got the Knight of Swords and the Two of Cups. They might not be the same energy. They may not be the same person. You may have been involved in someone who was a Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra in the recent past, or someone who was just very argumentative, or, but then, in the position of the immediate future, you may be involved with a water sign male. So, they're different energies. And for those of you who are not in a relationship right now at this moment, you're single, the Knight of Swords can also be about control, wanting control, controlling things too much. This is for guys and for girls, okay? The Knight of Swords can be also with some, you may have a Virgo sun, but like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Ascendant or Moon, or some strong, I want to say water in your chart because you've got the Two of Cups in the future. But the Two of Cups to me is not necessarily about water signs, although it can be two water signs coming together. It's about two different elements coming together, merging together, having wild, passionate sex together. I don't know. I had to say that. I don't know why I had to say that, but maybe it's just, something that you're going for, a week here for that. I did Leo, I just did Leo. Could be a Leo that you're in a relationship with, too, because the Leo also got the Empress. So there's always a Leo-Virgo connection. I'm pretty sure, like in every video, there's Leo Virgo connection. I don't know why. And I do shuffle. You have the Judgment as the foundation. So the Judgment card is about laying the past to rest. The fact that it is in the past means you started over. You're starting fresh. You're starting over and things are changing. The Wheel of Fortune is turning and things are getting better for you. I want to say things are improving greatly. Now, I do feel there is, the card in the position of emotions, and I don't see it as being a major issue because emotions change. So when I teach tarot, when I think about tarot, this card in this position doesn't mean much to me for the long term. It's not going to stop you from achieving your dreams. It's just, if you do achieve your dreams, you're not going to be, if it's negative, you're not going to be as happy as you would be if you had another card there. Or you wouldn't be as happy as you would be elsewise. Okay? Otherwise, I should say. So the Four of Pentacles is about clinging on to the past. So emotionally, you may not be open. This is literally not being open to the new. Open to changes, open to spending. You may be very focused on money, financially, overly focused on where your money is and what's going on with your money, okay? In worst case scenarios, it's greed. It's outright greed. Not wanting to give to others, not wanting to, not wanting to spend money at all. This is a tough energy because Christmas is coming. Okay, and also because it's really one of the only issues that you're having. For whatever reason, you may be guarding your heart. You may be very guarded. You may be, again, you may have some Capricorn in your chart too, because I think Capricorn got this. There may be some, Capricorn Virgo situation going on. If you're in that relationship, I don't necessarily feel like it's good for you. Okay, I want to say that. I just don't feel like it is. There are issues. I feel like if you're in a relationship with a Capricorn, you're clinging on to it, desperately clinging on to that relationship, and you need to let it go. You have the, or it could be somebody else. It may not be a Capricorn. It could be somebody else, but it's just like you need to let go of a relationship, an old relationship, because you have the Judgment card, which is coloring everything. So it's saying, let go. It's saying move on from the past. It's in the position of the past where you may have started over, but you're still clinging on to for some reason, and you need to let go. You have the Five of Wands, which is a guy who's run for the hills, or somebody who's, maybe disappeared from your life, someone who got scared, okay? Women won't accept that the reason something is over is because the guy didn't want the relationship. They just won't accept it. It's like it doesn't even compute. In a woman's mind, they can make the guy want it. For some crazy reason, this is how women think. If they can only look a certain way, act a certain way, be better, treat them better. And the harder women try, the worse it gets, okay? Ultimately, if a guy doesn't see it going anywhere, it's just not going to go anywhere, okay? And if a guy is an asshole, Virgo, if a guy is an asshole, then he's never going to change. And he could like you in this moment, but hate you in the next. He's still going to be an asshole. It doesn't matter if he likes you or not. Some women, they want a relationship no matter what. They see the best in somebody. We all do it. Okay? Me included. I've seen the best in people. But ultimately, if he is an asshole to begin with, and he doesn't treat people right, and there's cheating, and he's been involved in cheating, and that there's been some kind of crazy madness with other people and drama, don't get involved with him. Even if he likes you, and women, this is what they do. They like the attention where a guy is texting them and calling them and da-da-da. They won't cut it off. Even if he's an asshole, they won't cut it off. You need to be strong enough to cut it off, Virgo. That's really what needs to happen. You leave it up to him. Don't leave it up to him. Say no. It's over. That's it. Don't cling on. If a guy is run for the hills, do not cling on. There may have been love. For some of you, this is like a short-term romance. it may have happened in November, early December, where there was a short-term romance and it ended. The guy ran for the hills and it's no more. Or the guy's coming back after, whatever happened before. It didn't go very well and he's coming back. You got to watch out for guys that come back, okay? Because guys that come back are projects. They're not relationships. So you can't see it as being a relationship. Now, not everybody has the same situation. This is really a general reading. I'm reminding people, this is a general reading. There are thousands of people watching this. I think for Virgo, I think it's like 2,000 or 3,000 people. That's a lot of people, okay? Not everything can be happening the same way for everyone. So what I see here is I see for some people a relationship that's going long term, okay? Because you have two very positive final cards. You have the Three of Cups, which can indicate dating, okay? And the Three of Pentacles. That, to me, is you being supportive of somebody, Virgo, or somebody supporting you, okay? To me, you are one of these people, okay? Because we've got it's Pentacles. It's positive. And the Five of Wands isn't, to me, a do or die situation. The Five of Wands is just feeling quite like burdened by responsibilities or by shit that you have on your plate. It's not always a person, can just be a lot of bills. You may just have a lot of financial things that you're struggling with, or people that you're dealing with, or you may just have a crazy job, or a crazy person at your job, or there may just be people in your family that are driving you crazy that have nothing to do with your personal life. To me, this could be something more like on the financial end or career end or family end, and your love life is doing just fine, and you have a supportive partnership, or you're married, and things are going really, really well. So, you could be married but have a lot of bills to pay, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's just life. That's just life, and for some people, You may have kids, you may be paying for their education, you may be paying for college, whatever it is that you're paying for, you may just feel really quite burdened by it, or just there's a lot of things piling up, a lot of little things, and you do need to watch the little things that you spend, Virgo, because things can pile up, when you're spending. This is adding things on, buying shit that you don't really need, kind of thing, It's sort of like my guide is showing me the socks. I bought these. I just got really, really into like these over the knee socks. I don't know why. Okay, they're over the knee socks, and for the winter time, I was thinking these are so cute, And I bought, I don't know how many pairs of them. I think I bought like 6 pairs. And normally I detest buying socks. It's one of those weird things. I don't really like buying socks at all. Okay. I feel like it's a waste of money. I don't know why. I mean, there's so many other things that you could buy. But anyways, I got really into buying these socks. Okay. And I bought the socks, and, I tried most of them on, and I just felt like I looked at the receipt, and they were like $10 a piece. $10 a piece for socks. I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, I spent way too much. So I returned like 2 pairs, but I kept all the others because I really liked them. So this is that kind of thing that goes on. This is that energy for Christmas in a way. Buying too much, things that you don't need, things adding up, not realizing how much you're spending. All that is kind of coming up here, okay? And it may or may not have anything to do with your relationship. Okay, your partnership, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, it just may not have anything to do with that. For other people, it may have a lot to do with it. You may be fighting about how much you're spending. You may be arguing about the bills. You may be trying to figure out how you're going to pay for everything. That's different. That's also going to apply to, other different people as well. And then there's the people that are in short-term relationships. It's a short-term thing. It's not long-term. It's not going to go long-term, because when the Miser card comes up with relationships, it's a dead end. It's a dead end. It's coming to a point where the kitchen has closed and there's no food and there's no more, things are shut down. The curtain has been pulled and the show is over. Okay? That's how I see it. So, Um, to me, it's a guy, you may have had a really great 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 night stand with somebody, or you're going on several dates, but then suddenly they disappear. You sleep with them and they disappear. That's a guy who's run for the hills. Or a guy that's coming back into your life after he did that a long time ago or a while ago, or you're wondering if he's going to come back. Women always do that. They wonder if guys are going to come back. It's normal, it's natural, but that also means that it's not a relationship. If you have to wonder if somebody's coming back, it's not a relationship. Period. That's it. Because if somebody wants you, there's no question of whether they're coming back. I think that was in the movie, He's Just Not Into You. A guy is going to book the second date, or he is going to call you, or even if it's a girl calling you, they're going to book the second date. If somebody likes you enough, they will continue the relationship. If the relationship stops at any point and they disappear, the relationship is not going anywhere, period. And if they do come back, it's usually for the wrong reasons. So I am telling you that all now. You may be going through some changes, some big changes. I pulled some other cards, which I'm not even really going to hold up because I just feel like it's just like side energy, like side notes, okay? So side note would be some changes within the family, you being very focused on your family or spending time with kids or grandkids. I also see that, you are attracting in player types. So for those of you who are dating, you have to watch out for, I want to say either an Aries male, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces male. And instead of being closed and being like a wall to others, you need to take a leap of faith and believe that anything is possible in relationships, and that not every relationship is going to be like an ex who was an ass to you, okay? And to me, this is Virgo guys. Could be Virgo girl, but to me, this is a Virgo guy. You're going to be either getting a new job or getting a raise or getting some kind of promotion, even if it's getting transferred someplace. To me, this is really, really positive for your career. So that's what you're focusing on. You may be very focused in career, but that's what you need to focus on rather than focusing on clinging on to money, penny pinching, worrying about money, all that stuff. You may have lost money. You may have lost a job. But don't get sucked down into the energy of, oh my God, what am I going to do now? No, you're going to get another job. So just believe it, know it, take a leap into the next chapter of your life and move on. That is all for now, my lovely Virgos. I wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I am not going to be working. I think I said this in the beginning of my video, but I'm also saying it now, December 25th, which is Christmas, nor am I going to be working New Year's Eve, which is the 31st. So, I'm sending you big hugs like I usually do. Big hugs! Big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Thank you guys so much.